Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Lisa Lashendro, and I am one of the annuity sales directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We have quite the attendance today, so that always makes me super excited. See some familiar names for those of you that are already part of the IAMS family, I like to call it. Welcome back. And I do see some new names I don't recognize. So for those of you where this is the first webinar you're joining with us here at IAMS, welcome aboard. I look forward in getting to know each of you. Um, I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. We do have Court Pitcher that is going to be our guest presenter here today to go over his estate planning program that he has exclusively here with us at IAMS. But before that, I do want to give you guys a refresher of some of the goodies you receive here at IAMS with the partnership that you have here, as well as if you are new to IAMS, then there's a lot of things that you'll probably want to know that you can definitely sink your teeth into, as well as being part of the IAMS family. So, hey, Court, I see that you just joined on. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can, and that's probably the more important part.
Yeah, good.
Okay, well, Court, glad you're able to get it figured out here. I'm just going to go over some introductory info here with IAMS. We've got some folks that are new to us that's on our list here of attendees, so I'm excited for that.
Right.
And I already introduced you, so sorry about
All
that.
right. Thank you.
Everybody, here's the famous Court picture. All right, well, let's get started because I'm sure you guys are anxious to hear how this estate turnkey program works that Court's got with us here at IAMS. With that, when you start off and contracted with IAMS, the first 6 months, we're going to show you our appreciation with that by giving you a new producer builder's bonus. Now, as you work with IAMS, you're going to note that we are honestly your partner in growing your business, maintaining your business. And that's our overall goal. Our overall goal is not to get you to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on marketing, but to really get to know you and see what marketing works best for you, bringing you ideas like we're doing here today with Court Pitcher, and seeing how we can diversify your marketing so that you can grow your business and have different ways to do that. So we're going to give you a little something something back in the first 6 months. Any premium that you write with us, these are just ideas of what it might look like. So for an example, 100,000, we'll get you $750 in cash if you'd like. Otherwise, we can look at, maybe you really like Court's program and you want to, maybe shoot for something like that. We can do some reimbursement. Or credits or whatever. So if you ever have any questions on what level you're at, or what you could get at a certain level, definitely let us know. Also, we're going to get a little bit into referrals today, right, Kurt? Well, you guys like referrals. A lot of you will build your business on referrals. Well, so do we. And I don't think there's a better compliment than receiving a referral as far as service and what you do out there. And we are going to pay you back for those, because without you, we would not be introduced to that agent or producer that you introduce over to us here at IAMS. And we're going to do a one-time $50 bonus when they contract with us. And then it just gets better after that. We will give you a slight override for any of the business that they write with us. And they're listed here. So obviously it's going to depend on the type of business, whether it's a MIGA, a single premium life, life insurance, or indexed annuities. We're going to go ahead and give you a little override. That does not shave a penny, not a penny, off of your referrals commission. Your referral still receives their commission directly from the carrier. This comes from Steve Murray's pocket to yours. So every quarter, he's going to cut you a check for whatever that override amount is, just to remind you that we appreciate you referring that producer over to us. Also, one thing that we are very well known for, and why producers have stuck with us for 20 plus years, is our back office support. We make it easy for you. We literally do anything from the case design, helping you with applications, e-applications, um, marketing, whatever it is, A to Z, we can help you with. And the mission there and why we're so good at what we do is because we want you guys to be out there talking to clients. We want you prospecting. We want you marketing and being in front of people because that's really what you're good at. Let us do all the back office stuff. Let us wait on the phone with the carrier for an hour or whatever it is these days. Let us do that for you so that you can utilize your time and really grow your business. So if you have any questions on our back office support, let us know. Another resource that you have with us here at IAMS is our website. Now, if you haven't saved this to your browser, go ahead and do that now. It's www.imsinc.com. There, you're going to be able to find a plethora of resources. Anywhere from, maybe you're missing part of this webinar. You can go in there and look at training, go to past webinars, and you can review this webinar or any other webinars we've done. We typically do one every day, 5 days a week, always keeping you guys educated and in the loop of what's happening out there. You can also do term quoters. You can request illustrations. In our support tab, you'll see that there is also resources in our resource library. And this is something that a lot of folks don't know about or don't take a look at it. And there you can find presentations, one-page concepts, everything in there is compliance approved. So if you ever need any of us to run you through our IAMS website and give you a tour, definitely do that. It'll be worth the 5 minutes or whatever time you need us to take with you and go from there. Also on our website, we have the best e-app system out there in the industry called Firelight. Now you will notice that everything is going electronic these days. Apps written on paper are starting to become something of the past, even though it's still available. We're starting to see carriers that are actually not having that as an option anymore, and they're requiring an e-app. Well, don't worry if you're nervous about that, because you have your team here at IAMS to help you through every step of the way. Now, if I can get a 90-year-old to submit an e-app on Firelight, I feel pretty confident I can help any of you if you are ever worried about it. So if you are not already registered on Firelight, definitely let me know and we will get you the registration instructions. Super easy, super quick. And then if you have any questions moving forward, just let us know on that. In combination with our back office support, part of that is going to be our creative marketing team. And these folks are so talented. And then the cool thing is that they are here in this office. They're at your fingertips. It's not something that we're using a vendor to have too many cooks in the kitchen, you might say. But what I like about this is that they can literally, create anything that you're looking for, whether that is maybe just revamping your logo, maybe it's creating a website, maybe it's a landing page, maybe it's updating your website. I don't know. So if you ever need us, and then you can use your marketing dollars for this, you can use your new producer dollars for this, any of these things. I mean, I've done anything from yard signs for seminars, to redesigning websites, to helping people with their social media. So it is really an endless list of the capabilities that team has with us here at IAMS. I also want to point out that we have retirement analyzer for our contracted producers that are producing at least 100,000. If you're producing 100,000 with us, we're going to take the bill on this for you. Retirement analyzer is a super cool program that will show you, allow you to run nice reports for your clients to show them where their shortfall is, or where maybe their expenses are taking up more of their retirement than they should be. So if you ever have questions on Retirement Analyzer, or you're already writing business with us and would like to get access to this, just let us know. All right, IAMS Wealth Management. This is something that Stephen Charles talked about many years ago. Absolutely love these guys. Charles Senior, or I'm sorry, Charles Junior runs this part of IAMS on the wealth management side. They have you have the opportunity to go two different directions with IAMS Wealth Management, and I'm excited about both of them. One, you can be part of IAMS Wealth Management, and if you're interested in that, let us know, and I'll have Duncan Smith get a hold of you. You're going to get the same service that you do on the life and annuity side here at IAMS. They're going to actually build your website. They're going to keep compliance all put together for you. They put together your casework. They help you with all the paperwork. I mean, they literally take care of it for you from A to Z. You just talk to your clients and do your proposals. So as far as the service goes there, you can't beat it. Now, another side of IAMS Wealth Management that I love to brag about is that if you are not registered and you have a client that needs to be in securities, or maybe they're younger and they're looking to, get something started there, or have an old rollover that they need to get moved over there and they want to have some more market risk, we can help you there too. You don't have to be registered. You can utilize IAMS Wealth Management for that as well. And the cool thing about that, and it's super cool to me, because when I was an agent before I was securities licensed, I had to bring somebody else in. Well, guess what? He got cut in on the annuities I wrote. He got cut in on the life insurance I wrote. And I'm like, dude, I just needed you for the securities part. So it it is something different. You're not going to find another broker or producer that will do this for you. And what I'm going to tell you is mind blowing. It is once you do decide to get registered, if you do, then IAMS Wealth Management is going to reassign that client back to you. There's the wow factor. That's how much of a partnership IAMS is. So I'm going to launch a poll here real quick. If you are interested in learning more about IAMS Wealth Management, I encourage you to select yes here, and I will have either Duncan or Zach get a hold of you, and they'll answer any of those questions for you. So I'll just give that a few more seconds. All right, perfect. Appreciate everybody responding there. Moving on. Ooh, our Life and Annuity Academy. So our Life and Annuity Academy, actually, our next one is coming up here in a couple weeks, I think. No, 3 weeks, November 4th, right? 2nd through the 4th.
Right.
So yeah, this is something that you can certainly register for, and I'm gonna while it's hawk here, I'm gonna launch another poll if you're interested. So what we do at our Life and Annuity Academies, and this is something that not a lot of folks do, but something that IAMS is well known for doing. We take care of the bill. So we're going to take care of your travel, your flights, your hotel. We put on nice dinners and lunches and breakfasts and, social hours and things like that for you. But it's a 2-day training class. And what that is going to do is we're going to have, very talented presenters there, like Court, I believe, is going to be one of the presenters there in a few weeks. So he's going to give you his presentation. We usually bring in several other speakers, and you hear from the best in the industry, really. The goal to these 2-day trainings is for you to walk away with tools and ideas for you to grow your business and partner with IAMS. And the success rate that we have with producers that attend and have a lot of takeaways from these academies is quite impressive. So if this is something that you're interested in, definitely select yes in the box there. And I'll be sure to get you information, or we'll get you, we'll put a note or whatnot for our next academy. This one in November will be the last one for the year, but we will hold 3 to 4 probably next year. Appreciate everybody cooperating in that poll. Oh, Court, I hope you're ready. We are a marketing organization. This is the last slide I'm going to show. We have Facebook and LinkedIn, obviously. If you haven't already viewed our Facebook or LinkedIn, I encourage you to do that now. And again, I welcome Court Pitcher with Legacy Lock. He is going to wow you with this turnkey program that he has for estate planning. So with that, Court, are you ready for me to switch it over to you?
I am ready. Yes, thank you.
Awesome.
Let's see. All right, now I can show my screen.
Perfect. I see ya.
You can see it?
I can.
All
We
right.
do have a questions box, Court. We do have quite a few attendees as well. Are you okay if I
Okay.
manage that? And if I feel like we're running out of time, I'll follow up with these folks with any other questions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll try to cover this and give us enough time to do some Q&A.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you, Lisa. I sure appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to be here with you and everyone on this webinar. So my name is Court Pitcher. Just remember basketball court, baseball pitcher. That's the easiest way to remember my name. And I'm one of the co-founders of Legacy Lock. I've been in the business almost 20 years. Been in it a while. But I'm excited to share with you what we've developed and what we've created and what we're offering to all of you through IAMS. Before I jump in though, I always like to start off every meeting with what I call a positive focus. I do this with my team at my office whenever we have a meeting, do it with clients. I just like to kick off every meeting with something positive. So what I want to share today as my positive focus is how grateful I am for the relationship with IAMS. And it starts first and foremost with the people there. Those of you that have met Lisa and started or know her already, just an amazing person. And everyone at IAMS is just quality people. Charles, Steve, Curtis, Duncan, Laura, Amber, Lisa, the list goes on. And that's the thing that I love the most about IAMS is the quality people that you get to work with there. And then of course she went through a number of other things that they do that they just bring a lot of value. So we're grateful for our relationship with IAMS and grateful that they've embraced Legacy Lock. I think as I go through this today, you're going to see, and recognize how important it is to IAMS to bring, bring great opportunities your way to help you be even better in your business and in your practice.
Thanks,
So
Court.
with that, that's my positive focus. I want to welcome you guys to Top Gun IAMS today, and I'm going to be taking you through that canyon and prove to you about something that can be done and that can literally transform your business and transform your practice and open up so many more opportunities that you may not be getting right now. And that is through our proprietary system called Legacy Lock. So coming off of that video clip, what I want to share with you is that I've being in this business as long as I've traveled around the country. I've met a lot of different advisors and producers in this industry, and I'll be honest with you. I think that many advisors and producers need to improve the way that they market, the way they market themselves, and the way that the services that they market. I think it needs to improve dramatically, to be candid. And so I'm going to be talking about a way to uniquely market yourself in a much more improved manner, help you from a marketing standpoint navigate through that challenging canyon, and make it more simple and easy for you, okay, to complete the missions that you want to complete. And I also think we need to improve the way that we plan with our clients. Um, and some of you may think that that's a pretty bold declaration on my part. But again, I've met a lot of advisors and a lot of producers, and there's a lot of good ones out there. And probably many of them are you guys that are listening. But I just think it's something that always needs to be worked on and improved to give the client a great and top-notch experience. As I've traveled around the country and I've met with, many advisors and producers, here's the two most common challenges that I hear. First of all, if I could only get in front of more people. I hear that all the time.
Me too.
They feel like, hey, if once I'm in front of someone, I can do a good job and help the client, but I just need to get in front of more people. Okay, well, if you feel that way, if you're looking for that, Legacy Lock can help create that. It can help you get in front of more people. But I would also submit that it's even more important to create a marketing strategy that'll help you get in front of your ideal client on a consistent basis. So it's one thing to get in front of more people, but it's a whole other thing to get in front of your ideal type of client more consistently. And Legacy Lock can help you do that. Okay, so that's something that we'll be able to show you if this is of interest to you. And what I mean by ideal client, it's not necessarily, their net worth or, what they have in assets or how well they're doing financially. I've met with clients that are very wealthy and do very, very well financially, but I didn't enjoy working with them. And so when I'm talking about an ideal client, I would say, think for a moment as we're talking here, think about your top 3, 4, or 5 clients. Why are they your top client? Why do you enjoy meeting with them? Why do you look forward to every meeting or call with them? Okay, it's probably because you connect with them and they connect with you in a number of ways, and that's why they're your ideal client. They were probably also ideal because they were easy to work with. They saw the value that you were trying to bring to them, and they were very teachable and coachable and easy to work with, and it was easy to help them become a client. So if you know what your ideal client is and you can get in front of those type of people more consistently, then it makes the process easy and simple and energizing for you every single time you do it. And that's what Legacy Lock can open up for you, is many more of those opportunities. The second challenge I hear quite frequently is I'm struggling to close and place business consistently. I'm getting some here and there, but I'm just struggling to close business on a consistent basis. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say to that. I have found over my years in the business that the best producers are using a proven process, and they use it repeatedly with their ideal client. Okay, so they've created a unique proven process that they use over and over and over every single time with every client that they meet with. Those are the ones that I have found succeed the most. And that's again another unique thing about Legacy Lock is we have created a unique proven process that's turnkey that we can help you implement into your business, and then help you use it in front of, ideal clients over and over and over again. What I call legacy lock is it's the gateway to all the other planning strategies that you can use to help a client. So if you want to write more AUM, if you want to do more annuities, life insurance, long-term care, Medicare, whatever it is that you want to do more of, Legacy Lock will open up those opportunities in a very simple, easy, proven way, and it will help you to write more business that way. All right, I want to shift gears just a little bit and share with you how Legacy Lock came about. And it started, excuse me, back in 2005. These are two significant dates to me. On January 30th, 2005, one of my good friends unexpectedly passed away. Not even a month later, another good friend of mine unexpectedly passed away. One of them, both of them were in their early 30s. They were both married and both had young children, minor children. Well, being close to both families, I was able to observe, how their wife, how each of, their wife and their children, dealt with the passing of their husband and father. One of the friends had been very proactive and deliberate in doing planning for his family. And so even though it was extremely hard emotionally for them, it was easier for them to move forward financially. Okay. Whereas the other friend, he had not done any planning. He had not been very deliberate in that area. And in fact, he'd kind of left his family in a mess. He hadn't paid taxes in a few years. His credit was shot. It was just a mess. So for that family, again, there was the emotional aspects of this, but moving forward financially was hard for them. So here I was at the time in my early 30s, married, and I had two minor children myself. And I just thought, I haven't done anything. If something were to happen to me, I want to make sure, I love my family and I want to make sure that they're cared for. So I went running to a good friend of mine that I knew was in this industry, told him what had happened to my two friends. And I said, I want to address this for me and my family. Where do we start? And that's where he introduced me to what I refer to as holistic planning. And so he started taking me and my wife through this unique process that he used with every single client. Okay, so he had a good proven process that he used with every client. He started taking us through this process and we loved it. In fact, I loved it so much. I could not get enough of it. It was so fun to learn the things that he was teaching us. Well, there was a point in the process where he brought up estate planning. He said, "Do you guys?" He asked us if we have a will or trust or powers of attorney. We said, "No, we don't. We don't have any of that." And so he spent some time educating us on the importance of estate planning and what these different documents are designed to do for us. And then he referred us to a local attorney, and we went and met with that attorney, and he was a great attorney. But when we found out how long it was going to take to get it all done and how much it was going to cost, we decided to hold off. Okay, probably not a smart thing on our part, but we decided to hold off. So then fast forward, I actually loved this stuff so much that I got in the business and I started using that same process that my friend used with us in our planning. And as I would meet with clients, whenever we got to the estate planning part of the process, I noticed that, most of the time they would kind of perk up and they would say, "You know what, we're so glad you're bringing this up and making this a talking point. we've been wanting to get this done. We need to get it done. We're gonna make this a priority. And so, just like my friend, I would spend time in educating them on the basics of estate planning and talk to them about the different documents and what they're designed to do for them. And then I'd send them to an attorney. Well, 9 times out of 10, when they would come back 6 months or a year later for their review with me, I would ask them, hey, did you meet with the attorney? Did you get your estate planning done? Can we check that box off? And again, 9 times out of 10, the answer was the same as what me and my wife, as what we went through when we first went and met with the attorney. And that was, well, when we learned how much it was, how long it was going to take and how much it was going to cost, we decided to hold off. So the more that I heard that, the more it bothered me. Now, I can say this because I have partners that are attorneys and they've heard me say this publicly anyways. But when it comes to attorneys, they don't get it when it comes to marketing. There's never been anything out there, in my opinion, that really caters to, the masses, the middle class, middle upper class people across the country. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to do something a little bit different and see how this works. So I changed I completely changed how I was marketing. And all I did was went throughout the community. I started offering a complete will and trust package at a discounted rate. Okay, and I would go into funeral homes and assisted living facilities and CPA firms and title companies, and I'd give them these brochures, and I would offer a complete will and trust package at a discounted rate. And then I started sending out these brochures with a letter and emails to everybody I knew. Well, guess what? My calendar started filling up more than it ever filled up before. And I started getting more referrals from everybody that we'd meet with. And then we started writing more business as a result of helping them do their estate planning. And so me and my business partner, we realized, God, we're on to something here. I think we found a good niche. And so eventually we wanted to be able to scale this and make it available to other advisors and producers all across the country. And so we partnered with a law firm and created an internet-based technology that we call Legacy Lock. And it allows us, as I said, it's an internet-based estate planning document technology. And we basically partnered with a law firm and developed this internet-based technology with their assistance to create a comprehensive estate planning document package for clients. And all of our documents are attorney drafted, attorney approved, and they're state specific. So with our system, you can do estate planning documents in all 50 states, and all documents are specific to the laws of all 50 states. Okay. Now, what makes it nice is our technology is designed where you can do this for the client. The process, we designed it to be easy. It's a step-by-step process that we train you how to guide your client through each step of the process. Okay, it's pretty simple. It's an online platform that walks you and the client through the document creation process. Okay, so we teach you how to do it, and I'll talk more about our training and what's involved with that here in a bit. But also, there's educational videos that you can share with your clients that your clients can access. So we got a lot of good educational videos on there as well. So what is included in the Legacy Lock Will and Trust package? It's basically everything you see on this screen. So I want to make sure all of you understand it's a full will and trust package. with powers of attorney. So we provide a financial power of attorney, medical power of attorney, living will with advanced directives. We also, if a family has a child with special needs, we can do special needs language, so it protects that child, so they can, if they're on any government benefits, they remain on those benefits, so that we basically set it up so that no inheritance kicks them off those benefits. But that's unique with our system. But also these things that I have highlighted in blue, these are some other unique things with our technology that I don't know of any other firm or company that does estate planning services. I don't know that they have this, but we provide an online document vault. So once we help the client get their documents drafted, we make sure that they get those documents signed and witnessed and notarized. But then they can scan and upload those documents into the document vault. And it's a secure cloud-based document vault that allows them to store not only their estate planning documents, but any other important documents that they think their family or trustee would need to access when they pass away. They can store it in that document vault. And it's unlimited document storage. So that's a really nice thing that our clients just love, because it's a nice way to organize everything in one place. They also get unlimited updates and changes to their documents. So as you can see here on the bottom of the screen, they pay $995 for the full document package. And then after the first year, as long as they pay $29.95 a year, okay? I hope you hear me on that. It's not monthly. It's $29.95 a year. That gets them access to the unlimited document storage in the vault. It gets them unlimited updates and changes for the rest of their life to their documents, and unlimited restatements. Okay, that is a huge value, because most attorneys, most law firms, when a client goes to them to make any updates or changes, that law firm or attorney will charge them their hourly rate to do that. So basically for $30 a year, they get access to the document vault and update and unlimited updates and changes.
I
It's a
want to add
huge
something to
value.
that, Court, if you don't mind. So think
Sure.
about, like, you do your annual reviews, or maybe you don't do annual reviews, and, life happens, and, people's lives change every month, every year, whatnot. So this also provides you guys with, that control. Let's say a husband died, or there's an inheritance that they need to add, or maybe an LLC or something. You're going to be notified about that. They're going to know about it, because your client's going to come to you, oh, I need to change this. So you don't have to wait until that annual policy review to make sure that those clients' needs are being met. So this will help those phone calls also come in for those life situations that happen.
That's right. Great point. Thank you, Lisa. You're absolutely right. So this is everything that's included. It's a full revocable living trust package. Okay. So that's everything that's included. I mentioned the document vault. This is kind of a screenshot of what it looks like. And then we have, this is also unique to our technology. It's what I call, it's a funding kit, an asset kit that provides funding instructions. All the funding instructions are written by our attorneys. What funding means, for those of you that don't know, is one of the primary purposes of doing a trust is to protect their assets from the government or from the probate courts. And in order to do that, you have to properly fund or structure those assets in the trust. And so when you go through and talk about how to properly do that, that's where it opens up the opportunities for you to offer other strategy, protection and optimization strategies for those assets. And that's how it leads to you writing more business. But in our technology, we have this funding kit that has funding instructions that are written by our attorneys specific to each type of asset. So if you see over on the left, number 3 there is cash accounts, like bank accounts. And it provides, if you click on that, it provides instructions on how to properly structure those bank accounts in the trust. Same with vehicles and life insurance and retirement plans, okay? What I love most about the funding kit, which is why I call it the asset kit, is when you click on each of those sections, the client can also go in there and list information about each of those assets. So it's a nice way to organize their assets according to asset type. That way, when they pass away, hopefully all of their key documents are organized in the eVault, and all of their asset information is organized in the funding kit, which then makes it so much easier for the successor trustee or executor to then do what needs to be done in terms of settling their estate.
Hey,
Okay.
Court, I do have a
Yeah.
question in the question box that's pretty good. What about how does this service react with clients that already have existing trusts?
Great question.
Mm-hmm.
So what I have found is a lot of people, if they do have an existing trust, it's probably old. They probably haven't updated it and made key changes. And so with Legacy Lock, you can help them do that. For the same $9.95, you can help them update their trust documents. And you basically do what's called a restated and amended trust. What that means is you would be in the software, you would enter in the current name of the trust, the name and date of the current trust, but then you would go through the software and ask questions and basically update everything according to the way they want it now. So they're having to pay for that again, but at least the thing that would be nice for them going forward is then you can help them update it, for the rest of their life just by them paying that $29 a year, and they get access to the eVault and the funding kit for free, or as a part of that $29. So that's how we handle existing trusts, and we do those all the time. On the screen now, I've now moved into Legacy Lock marketing opportunities. Everything listed here are areas where we have found great success ourselves from a marketing standpoint. And this is when I said earlier, I believe we need to improve the way we market. I'm not just saying that. I'm saying that through experience. And these are all the areas that we've had success from a marketing standpoint. So if you get licensed with Legacy Lock and integrate this into your practice, we'll teach you how to work your warm market and your current book of business to get more referrals, to take people through Legacy Lock, and then through those referrals, you'll be able to help them, get their estate planning done and potentially write business with them. We can teach you how to add Legacy Lock as an employee benefit within various businesses. We've had success getting into universities and colleges and public and charter schools. Funeral homes are a big one that I've had a lot of success with. I love working with funeral homes and hospice companies and assisted living facilities, mainly because estate planning now becomes a high priority for families that have had a loved one that's passed away, or they have someone in hospice care, or they're in a nursing home. So estate planning is a big deal. So I like working with those types of businesses. CPAs and tax preparers love offering our service. And we've had a lot of success with working with them. Same with title companies, P&C agencies, primarily independent P&C agencies. Medicare agents, we're having a lot of success working with Medicare agents across the country. Also health insurance brokers. They're a great way to get into businesses and offer this as a benefit to the employees. And then we teach you just what I call good old-fashioned referral marketing. Basically, we teach you how to get 3 to 5 good referrals out of every trust that you do. We have a very simple, easy way to do that, and we teach you how to do it. And basically, through our training for the marketing, you should get to a point within 6 months, a year, to where you've got referrals coming in, and you don't even have to keep marketing. Okay, so that's what I'm experiencing. That's what my business partner is experiencing, and many other advisors that we've trained how to do this. I've also got highlighted in blue here some unique marketing programs that we've put in place exclusively through IAMS. So we have created an educational seminar presentation with White Glove. So if you're interested in doing seminars and webinars through White Glove, they have a great program where they'll help you get the butts in the seats, and they'll help you get those people, to the seminar or to the webinar. And then, we have a nice presentation that you can use. And we have a group in Missouri that actually just did one recently. Seminar went really, really well, and they came away with close to 20 appointments. So it was really, they said it was very successful. One thing I will point out that White Glove has told us is that the 2 topics that are generating the most interest and tracking in the best are estate planning and taxes. So if that's something you're interested in, again, that's available through IAMS. Great way to go. And then also there's other lead programs that IAMS offers, and Legacy Lock has been integrated into some of those lead programs. Those are some of the things that we talk about at the annuity academies as well. So, those are things that you would have access to through IAMS.
Yep. And
Just
right
gonna
before
wrap
you get
up.
into the pricing, Court, just a quick, because we're running a little short on time. We got about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
But as far as the white glove stuff, I get a lot of questions on that as far as do we help you with the presentation? And the answer is yes. Court was kind enough to have his gurus get with our gurus, and we put together that presentation for you. If you are interested in starting that next webinar, you need to let us know sooner than later, because now we're getting into the holiday season. And so we're looking at probably January, possibly being the soonest that you can get that going. So, just to keep that in the back pocket there, back of your mind, if that's something that you're looking for, make sure you jot down a note, and we'll talk about it as soon as I follow up with you guys.
Awesome. Great. Well, since we're short on time, I'm just going to run through these last few slides. So in order to use Legacy Lock, you do have to become a licensee with Legacy Lock. It's required for compliance, and also gets you access to all of our trainings, all of our intellectual property, all of our marketing, and most importantly, it gets you access to the Legacy Lock technology itself. To become a licensee, it's $495 a year, and that comes with a free trust with your initial subscription. So if you don't have a trust for yourself, this is a great way to get a free trust and learn and start with yourself and learn and go through that process and learn how it works for yourself. So that's a nice promotion that we have going with that licensee subscription. We also require, once you become licensed, we require that you come to one of our, or that you attend a certification training. Again, it's really important to us that you learn how to do this the right way. Okay. This is Maverick teaching you how to fly through the canyon. Okay. We require that you come to one of our certification trainings, and we have two options for that. There's the group certification training, and that's $495. And that's a full day of live training with me and the other founder of the company. So you'd come to either Salt Lake City, where I am, or Phoenix, where he is. Dates and times for those will be published through IAMS. We have one coming up next Friday. It filled up within 2 days. So our next one is December 5th. That's a Monday, and that'll be here in Salt Lake City. So Lisa can get you more information on that, but we're going to be doing those about every other month, maybe even once a month. The other option is to do a personal certification training, and that's $1,995, where one of the founders, myself or one of my partners, will travel to your office and spend a full day training you and your team, just hands-on right there with you and your team in your office. So those are the two options, and again, we require that before you do any estate planning with our process. So what ultimately, what is in this for you? I mean, I've learned over the years, anytime you attend a webinar like this, and your question that's going through your mind is, well, what's in this for me? And what it is you can get paid to have more prospects, more clients, and more referrals. Every time you write a trust, we pay you a commission. So if you charge $995 to the client, you get a $400 commission for that. Plus, we'll teach you how to transition from the estate planning into the financial and retirement planning, so that you'll write more business with those clients that you take through this process. So, and then we'll teach you how to get more referrals. So
Real
how do you
quick,
get
Court,
started?
can you, I think that your story with some of that, and I know we're about out of time, but I think this is powerful for our audience to know.
Mhm.
So what is your typical average, your closing ratio on utilizing legacy lock with your prospects?
Oh, great question. Thank you. So uh, we have a CRM that tracks everything. And so I've got this down to a science. But basically, with my team in my office, out of every 10 people that we do an introductory meeting with, all 10 move forward. Out of every 10 that we meet with, we write business on with probably 6 to 7 of those people.
Not bad.
And our average commission is between 25 and $50,000 per case.
So putting that into perspective, you guys, if you're concerned about the fees or whatnot, this is an investment. And I love the way that, I've heard Court's presentations, and I absolutely love it, because at the end of every legacy lock or trust or whatnot, that he teaches you how to discuss and how to move forward with this process, i.e., max, like, really be a master at your craft. Um, he comes at the end of the meeting, and the client's happy, they feel more comfortable, they're going to be able to put their head down on their pillow at night, and he's like, okay, well, I know I was able to help you. Did you want me to go ahead and reach out to the folks that you have listed as your beneficiaries or your trust or your trustees? Um, Let them know who I am, so they know who to call in the event something happens to you. And every single time they're like, well, yeah, absolutely. Would you reach out to my brother and, give him your information and let him know what we've done here? No problem. There's your referral. Now, another point that Court has made, and I've heard him talk about this before, is um, who are the type of people that they are going to put to be responsible for their legacy or for their they're as a trustee or as a beneficiary. They're not going to be Uncle Joe that's sitting in the corner with a bottle of whiskey. It's going to be somebody most likely that's a lot like them and being responsible with finances. And that is where you're going to find those qualified referrals. So I think that's super powerful. This is an investment in your business. How much marketing dollars are you going to save by just having referrals? I mean, it's powerful.
It is, and it works. This is something we've been doing for over a decade now. Um, it's something I do over and over and over again, and uh, every client situation is different, which makes it unique and fun. But as long as you follow the process, it works. It works every time. So we'd love to be able to teach you guys how to make this work in your business and your practice. If you want to get started with us, just uh, in terms of us helping you get licensed and make arrangements for your certification training, send an email to info@mylegacylock.com, and someone on our team will get a hold of you right away and help you get going. You can also reach out to Lisa, and she can get you connected with us as well. So Lisa, I know I've gone over here. I apologize, but I do thank you for inviting me to be on this today, and hope we can help all of you who are on here today.
Absolutely. And I know we're out of time and sorry for those of you. I mean, Court and I, we like to talk about this. So, I mean, we could probably go on a 2-hour session with this thing. But it just kind of gives you an idea of how much passion that court has. And I have a lot of passion for this stuff too, just seeing how some of my own personal family situations have come along with high asset folks in my family. This would have been a really helpful structure for them. So I've got a lot of passion for this as well. So I'm putting out a poll for those that are still on. If you want to have a conversation or we need to talk a little bit more into the details, I know that the pricing can be um, a little confusing because we get a lot of questions on that. So I'll be happy to run through all of that with you guys. When I follow up with you, I will try to get in touch with you in the next day or two before the end of the week. If not, give the office a call and just ask for me, Lisa Lashendro, and I'll be able to help you there as well. But I definitely encourage you to, think about this. Like Court said, seats fill up pretty quickly. Most of the time when I'm talking about this program, we get a lot of interest, as you can imagine why. So, Court, again, always appreciate your partnership. Looks like I've got a list of questions to get back to after this presentation. So, um, I'll uh, I'll shoot these guys over to you as they want to get started, and we'll just go from there.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lisa.
You bet, Court.
Thanks all of
Everybody,
you.
thanks again for joining us. Appreciate it. You all have a good day.